So right now, this right here needs to be painted. This right here needs to be stained. There's a little bit of a supply chain issue right now, so what is up with my hair? So I can't do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on this lock. And this lock, this isn't a lock. This is gears from who knows what. It was sitting in our basement. They're really cool. Gears and chain. We're going to take these gears and this chain and try to make a secret lock that will be able to unlock from the outside without a key, but it won't be easy. It's like a puzzle, and you're so good at puzzles. That was a quote if you did those. That was a quote from National Treasure 2. So I'm going to try this something. I'm going to say quotes throughout this video, and if you know what movie it's from, say it in the comments. So this is going to be the lock bar right here across, and it's going to have brackets on it like these to keep the door from opening. Now this gear is going to be the gear that's going to be sitting on a chain, much like this chain, on top of that bar. So that the chain here, gear here, twist it from the outside, and it'll twist and pull the bar over out of the brackets on this side. Bar right here is going to be on the top, and it's going to hold this, and it's going to be in a knot to keep it from unlocking. So you have to twist this one, pull it out, and then you can pull it over. That would be too easy. So what we're also going to do, put this bar on the bottom with a spring on it. So that right here, that is a spring. So that spring, going to be keeping that piece up. So you're going to have to twist it and hold it to unlock the door. So the top one, hopefully, will sit there. It may not. You may have to hold both of them at the same time and twist the other one, which would be nearly impossible to do by yourself. It's going to be a very difficult lock to unlock. You might say it's like a Chinese puzzle box. The only problem with this lock is because those brackets are going to have to be in specific places. One day, this thing will fail. But it is not this day. Whoa. I almost fell over. Made it! I've got this, which is a cutoff from a 2x8, which is much larger, so we can get really good thickness and put our notches on there and not break it. It's kind of short. Very short, actually. This is the other side. Okay, I just had an apostrophe. What if this thing didn't slide? What if it swung? I was going to say slid. What if it didn't slide? It slid. No, what if it swung? This whole bar could go just like that. You could have the chain right here attached to the end and a gear up here, and then the gear could just twist and the chain could wrap around it and pull it up, and then you could just twist it up here and pull the lock up. No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because it'd be attached. It'd have to be separate piece, and then you could open it. That would be a pain. Let's go with the old idea. Stop, rewind, reverse. Thank you. Look at the screwdriver I just found. It was in the box. It's so cute. Well, it rolls. Like that. That's a cool idea. What if we took this and cut a groove in the back with a cove bit? So like a little, it'd be like a little roundover, like a little half moon in the slot. And then we could make, I could turn a little piece, a little rounded pin that could go in there on the door. So when this thing slides back and forth, it won't move around. Because with this chain on top, whatever brackets we make to go over this to hold it in place can't really be riding on that chain. Probably not going to align very well. And for a fence, we're going to use this. Ooh, that was kind of a quote too. That one just sounded like Bailey from Finding Dory. I think this is too long. Oh yeah, way too long. So we can go like 37 and have a couple extra inches of torque. It'll be a tiny bit over. Perfect. I'm not exactly sure what these are. Maybe they like fit in here and then you like put another one or something and like bolt them together. I don't know. The other spring's way too fat, so we're gonna use this spring, which is gonna be a little bit easier to bend around and hopefully actually work. That was totally right because you did not see the thought process in my mind, which I saw. But you didn't see. I didn't see it either. That'd be really creepy. I didn't hear it either. What do you do to thoughts? You think them. I thought my thoughts, and you didn't. So let's think about this. How far does this chain need to go on here? Because, okay, that's the door. So, this side is where I was figuring out putting it, I guess. Actually, no, this side. So we need chain for what distance to get out of the brackets. The gear is going to be back here. Spin, 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 and we'll pull out of the brackets. How far do we need to go? That. At least to get past there, right? So that's how much chain we need. Now, because this door is going to be stained, I should probably take this off and put the stain on it, at least one coat, and then I can stain this stuff afterwards so it'll look even. I can't think of a quote. Okay, it's been drying for like an hour, and now we're gonna put the chain back on, put the bolt back in. The head actually hits this curve, so when you put it in, you can actually kind of tighten it down, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of rethinking doing the whole 2 support thing, or 2 lock thing. I don't feel like I really need that, because if somebody figures out the first lock, they're gonna figure out the second one. So do I really need that? Probably not. Like that. Right about there would work beautifully. Yeah, there, perfect. Now this is a broken pencil. I'm just gonna use a screw. Right there, right there. That is awful. Okay, so now we have a slot, and then we have a piece to go in the slot. Boom, that's cool. So then we need to make this have a chain on it. So now I'm working on the supports, or not supports, the things are gonna go over that. They're gonna go around it, like that. Last time I made these, I made them out of spruce, like this one. That's spruce. Not the best wood for this, but Southern Yellow Pine is a little bit better. Much stronger wood. It's a splitting problem last time. I really don't want to have splitting again. Slightly different design on the shape, different wood. Should have no problems. For this, I'm going to do spruce because I don't think it's going to be a problem. There and there. Inch, half, kind of curve. Let's just do like a basic curve all the way over. Just like that. I'll just drill through from the top, like to there, and then put the screw in just like that. That is beautiful. It only needs to go, what, an inch? It could literally just sit on the gear, and then you twist the gear, and then it'll pull it up that much of it, and then we'll be fine. Going to use these bolts through here. Whatever handle we have on the outside is going to have to be attached to this somehow. I don't have a welder, so it's going to have to be some sort of physical connection that's not melted. Some sort of handle that will stay on this. This is a grade 8 bolt. I'm not drilling through it, that's for sure. I went out there to the outbuildings to look for something to put on this bolt as a handle, and I found this. This is a floater, I think, from some sort of valve or something. It was in a water trough, so it was something like that. But I do not know how I would attach this unless I drilled a hole and then like filed it out to the shape of the head. It's kind of cool. It's in really rough shape though. I guess maybe the cows were chewing on it or something. Now it's really, really ugly, but at least it's not as sharp. Like that. So, I need to drill dead center. How am I going to do that? Right there. Ah, I lost. That's pretty sticking close. You can take this scientifically though. 9.5-inch ring, so it should be 4 3/4. Pretty sticking close. Dead on. It's almost perfect. Eyeballed it. Dead center. Isn't that crazy? 5/8. Here we go. Oh, it's foam filled. Okay. Got a point. Just leave it. Going through. Cool. I could heat this up and then just go melt it right in. There we go. Ooh, it worked. Cool. That's just plain cool right there. Look at that. So just like that. It's gonna work out perfect. That's our steering wheel for the outside. Before I forget, we're going to grind these and get them all sanded out and smooth, and they get the shape like better than a telephone. I mean, it's gonna be a telephone still, but a smooth telephone. Now we're gonna make a handle for this bolt, for this gear, for the lock piece. It's gonna go up, and then it's gonna be a handle like that. Okay, let's see how well we can mark this. Just tapping on it. Scratch the rest. Looks good. I just remembered a really big thing I forgot to do. Like, earplugs. That is not a quote. That's actually is a quote. It's quoting me, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, these gears. How are these going to spin compared to there? Any answers? No, there's no answer because there's nothing making this gear spin on that bolt. Nothing there. So, it has a hole in it right there. Yep, it's got a hole in it, so we could drill into the bolt. Possibly, so we could at least get a pin in there. Well, I did not think that was going to work, but I did use a brand new drill bit, so perhaps that's why. Did not think I could drill through a grade 8 bolt. Apparently I can. Right here on. That'll work fine. What happened to you? Fell over. Okay, got that set. Through, washer, gear. Oh yes, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use these roofing nails, which are actually exactly 1/8 of an inch. And, ooh, that spline would actually help me. Cool. Okay, so these are doors, and they're really cool doors. I really like how they came out. This is going to be on the inside, obviously, not on the outside, or it'd be too easy for the crooks. This is right here. Gear would be right there. That won't work. I didn't bring that piece. Come on. I didn't bring the lock piece that's going to go in that slot. Got it. This is what's going to go here on the inside. I'm not filming inside because it's really dark in there, so you can't really see anything. It's gonna go like that. This here, go up there, so our steering wheel has space, and that goes here. Puts our gear right there. Also will not work. It won't work, you can't do it. Oh, this is dumb. I think if I put it right here and I trim this piece, like another couple inches, it'll work. There, that's on top. Okay. Worked pretty well. Okay, cool. This might need to be trimmed. And I wanted to route all these and I totally forgot, so let me go do that. Those are a lot lighter coming back. It's a gummy, maybe. Wow, that's throwback. Like that. I don't have a level anywhere in his building, apparently, so we're just gonna use, it's broken. Come on, man. Don't answer that one. 55 and a half, we'll say. 55 and a half. 55 and a half. So, here it will not be the top, because this is not that height. 3/8 of an inch above there. Okay. Good. Something like that. There. Treble there. Let me actually open the way it is, let me see. So it did open, but can you close it? And then you turn the gear, and it pushes it over. So, that placement right there that I made for the gear doesn't actually work on the outside. Somehow I got something wrong, so we're not gonna do that. Same distance from the top over a little bit. Yeah, that should work. Now comes the fun part. Actually fun. I mean, kinda cool. Okay. It's even the right bolt. Isn't that crazy? Oh man, this is fun. There we go. Okay. Oh no, it bound up. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. That's so smooth. You can do it with one hand. That is totally awesome. Okay, cool. It works. I could put that nail in then. Hopefully blue Loctite's good enough to keep this thing on there, though that nail's really holding it, so it doesn't matter too much. That is so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in. I don't need to use that, I guess. I'll do this. Slides in real pretty like. And we kind of want to stop over here. I just said stop in the camera. It stopped when I did that. So don't say STOP when you're talking to your GoPro. Which is cool. Okay. Way too big. This one shall go right here. Okay, I love how these things look. These are so cool right here. Look way better than the other ones do. That's a problem. Do that, I guess. So the gear is going to be right here. The reason I'm drilling this from both sides is so you don't get huge amounts of tear out, which is kind of a problem. So it looks really, oh wow, that's hideous. Right as I'm talking about it, really? That is ugly. goes in. Cool, it's all good. Oh wow, look at that, it stops right there. That's interesting. That's a quote, but you're not gonna get it. Okay, so we're gonna close the doors. It's in the puzzle bin. No more puzzles. Now that is not very appropriate in this situation because it is actually a puzzle, but it's not a puzzle to me, so maybe it is appropriate. Is that not the coolest lock on the planet right there? Yes, it is. That is absolutely insane. That is awful. I'm worried that somebody in my family is not going to like that big green circle out there.
I think it's kind of cool, but
other people might not.
So, this way? Right? Isn't that right? And then this. There we go. Okay. And we're over. And it opens. That is so cool. That is just totally awesome. Close it again. Over. And it's locked. That is so cool that actually works. Up. Over. So if you enjoyed this video, you should subscribe because this is kind of what I do, stuff like this. So if you want to see more videos like that, you should subscribe to me so you can get all my videos. And if you want to support me a little bit more, you can also leave a comment. I don't know why, but YouTube really likes it when people leave comments on my YouTube videos. So please make a comment. If I did something really dorky here, tell me about it. And if you liked it, give it a thumb. Thumbs for likes and subs for love. That's what the cool kids say. I'll see you next time, and hopefully I'll show you this thing stained. So I just went and made these pieces out of a scrap 2x4, or 2 actually. And these are gonna go over the gap, big gap. So we're gonna cut it on the outside, and we can stain that too. That's why I made them before staining. Now I'm gonna use remarkably bad practice and nail this thing up. I can't think of any much worse way than nailing. Perhaps if I stapled it up, that would be worse. I am gonna glue them at least, even though it won't stick. Cool. A little bit light. Okay.